dear students. How are you? I hope all are you good. Welcome back to another class. Today, let me start English chapter number 15, Romeo and Juliet, part 3, part 2. Friar Lawrence was a man of God. Both Romeo and Juliet knew him the next morning. He was picking plants outside his cell. He knew a great deal about all the uses of plants to make sick people well or to send the tired or old or ill to sleep. It was still very early. Friar Lawrence was surprised to see Romeo running towards him. Friar, why are you up so early? Is it because you couldn't sleep? Thinking of Rosaline? Romeo. Rosaline? No, I had forgotten her name and all the unhappiness that went with it. So, I must tell you plainly, I love the beautiful daughter of Lord Capulet and she loves me. We want you to get us married today. Friar Lawrence, oh, what a change. I don't like it. It's too subtle. It's bad. Romeo, don't speak hard words to me. Juliet loves me. Rosaline didn't. I beg you to marry us today. Friar, Rosaline knew that you were not really in love, but I will get you two married. This marriage may turn the hatred of your two families into love. Romeo met Mercutio and Benvolio. Mercutio was a member of Prince Scalia's family and one of Romeo's friends. The nurse came to hear that they were talking in the street. Plans were quickly made for the marriage. Romeo, tell Juliet to find some way to be with Friar Lawrence. This afternoon, he will get us married at his cell, and Nurse my Balthazar will meet you in an hour's time behind the church. He will bring you a rope ladder for me to climb tonight to Juliet's room. Goodbye, give me dearest love to your lady. Nurse, I shall 1,000 times over. Juliet was waiting for the nurse to come. Juliet, oh, here she comes. Oh, dearest nurse, what news do you bring? Have you met him? What does he say about our marriage? Nurse, can you go and say your prayers with Friar Lawrence today? Can you go and say your prayers with Friar Lawrence today? Juliet, yes. Nurse, then go to Friar Lawrence's cell. Romeo is waiting there to make you his wife. That brings the blood to your face. Now I must go to fetch a ladder for Romeo to climb up into your room tonight. Juliet, dear good nurse, that same afternoon, Romeo and Juliet were married by the friar. A little later on the same day, Benvolio and Mercutio were talking together. Benvolio, Mercutio, let's go away. The Capulets are somewhere near. If we meet them, I'm afraid there I will be fighting. He was right. Suddenly, Mercutio and Tybalt met in the street. Tybalt was a Capulet. Mercutio was a friend of Romeo. They started quarreling. Romeo came along the street and tried to stop the quarrel. But not all that Benvolio could say, nor could all that Romeo could do or say stop them. Romeo had just married Juliet, who was a Capulet, so he wanted to be friendly with the Capulets, but Tybalt was determined to have a fight. Tybalt, to Romeo, draw your sword. Romeo, I have no quarrel with you. Okay? Mercutio did not like Romeo to be surprisingly kind to Tybalt. A fight began. As a last hope, Romeo tried to come between them. They stopped Mercutio from seeing that Tybalt was drawing Tybalt's sword band under Romeo's arm and wounded Mercutio. Tybalt ran away. Mercutio, I wounded. I curse on both your families, Montagues and Capulets, both fetch a doctor. Romeo, courage, man. I hope it isn't a bad wound. Mercutio, no, it's not as deep as will, nor as wide as a church, but it is bad enough. Look for me tomorrow, and you will have to find me grave. Why the devil did you come between us? The sword passes under your arm. Help me into some house, Benvolio. Soon afterwards, Benvolio returned. Benvolio, oh Romeo, brave Mercutio's dad. All seemed black for Romeo. His dear friend was dead. Tybalt hated him more than ever. The prince would be very angry when he heard of Mercutio's death and this outbreak of quarreling, Tybalt come back. Romeo, Tybalt is alive and my friend Mercutio is dead. Now I don't care what I do. There was a terrible fight between Romeo and Tybalt fell dead. As the unhappy Romeo ran away, all the people poured into the street, and the prince, the Montagues, and the Capulets. Prince, who began this quarrel, Lady Capulet, stood weeping over the body of the dead. Tybalt Benvolio did his best to give a clear, true story. Prince, for killing Tybalt, Romeo is banished. If he is found here, he will die. Juliet was waiting for the night when Romeo would come to her. Juliet, come night, come Romeo. You are like day in the night, come gentle light, bring me my Romeo. And when he dies, take him and cut him out in the little star, then he will make the face of heaven so fine that the entire world will be in love with the night. Here comes my nurse. Now, nurse, what news? What are you? Why are you weeping? A nurse came in carrying a rope ladder. Nurse, Tybalt is dead. Romeo killed him and he is banished. Oh, Tybalt was the best friend I had. Juliet, my husband is alive and Tybalt is dead. Tybalt would have killed my husband, but Romeo is banished. That would mean death to me. Nurse, go to your room. I will find Romeo to comfort you. I know where he is. He is in Friar Lawrence's cell. Julia, oh, find him. Take my ring to him and tell him to come and say his last goodbye to me. At the same time, Friar Lawrence was trying to comfort Romeo. Friar Lawrence, the prince could have had you put to death, but you are only ordered to leave Verona. The world is broadened. Why? So, Romeo, there is no world for me and my anywhere except here. Where Juliet is, the nurse arrived. Nurse, I have come from Lady Juliet. Where is Romeo? Romeo, tell me, how is she? Nurse, she doesn't say anything but weeps and weeps. मतलब वो continuous रो रही है बार बार. Okay, Romeo could not beat anymore. He tried to drag his sharp dagger into his heart, but the friar stopped him. Friar Lawrence, are you a man? Your tears are like a woman's and your actions are like a beast's. If you kill yourself, you will kill your lady, who only lives because you are alive. Nurse, go to your lady, tell her that Romeo is coming to her. Romeo, yes. Nurse, here, sir, is the ring she asked me to give to you. When night came, Romeo climbed up the ladder into Juliet's room. It was a strange night for the newly married Romeo and Juliet. They were wonderfully happy but very much upset. At the first light of day, Romeo had to go. Juliet, must you go now? It isn't yet near day. Romeo, look, love, the light is shining through the clouds in the east. The stars are getting pale and day stands waiting on the mountain tops. I must go now and live or stay and die. The thought of danger for Romeo frightened Juliet. Juliet, go now, quickly go. Capulet and Lady Capulet decided that Juliet must marry Paris. Lady Capulet came to Juliet's room. Lady Capulet to Juliet, my child, early next Thursday morning, Count Paris will make you a happy married woman at St. Peter's Church. Juliet, he will never do that. I would rather marry Romeo, although you know I hate him. Lady Capulet, here comes your father. Tell him what you have just told me. जो तुम मुझसे कह रही हो ना, जब तुम्हारे फादर आएंगे उनको ये चीज बोलना. Okay, so Capulet, what is this? So Lord Capulet and the nurse came into the room. Capulet, what is this? What's this? Are you still weeping? Hasn't your mother told you what we have decided? Lady Capulet, yes sir, I told her, but she won't obey. मैंने इसको बता दिया है, लेकिन ये मान नहीं रही है. Capulet, I don't understand. Isn't she grateful to us? Isn't she glad that we have found such a fine gentleman to be her husband? Juliet, I can never be glad of what I hate. Lord Capulet was very angry. Lord Capulet, on Thursday next you will go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will take you there by force. Go to the church on Thursday or I will never speak to you again or allow you into my whole house. You may hang back and die in the street. है ना, अगर तुम नेक्स्ट थर्सडे चर्च में नहीं पहुंची शादी के लिए तो मैं तुम्हें यहाँ पे सड़क पे गली में टांगूंगा, मतलब फांसी लगा दूंगा. Juliet, is there no pity? Oh, my sweet mother, delay this marriage for a month, a week. Lady Capulet, don't speak to me, for I won't help you. Juliet went to Friar Lawrence Silk. Juliet, if he can't help me, I can put an end to my life. Paris was in Friar Lawrence's cell to arrange about his marriage to Juliet. Friar, on Thursday, sir, the time is very short. Paris, Capulets want it and so do I. Juliet weeps too much because of Tibert's death. We suppose her father wants us to be married soon so as to stop her tears. So now you know the reason for this haste. Friar, Fingy, I wish that I didn't know the reason for it to be delayed or never be at all. Look, sir, here she comes. Paris, my lady and my wife, I'm not Julian. I'm not yet your wife. Paris, you will be my wife on Thursday. Till then, goodbye. He went out and left her alone with the sire. Juliet, oh, shut the door and then come and weep with me. I'm past hope, past hell. I only want to die if you can't think of any other plan to help me. Frack. Wait, daughter, I see some hope. You feel that you can kill yourself so as not to not marry Paris, then perhaps you won't be afraid to seem dead for a short time. Juliet, I can do anything if it will help me remain true to my dear love. Friar, then go home. Tell them that you will marry Paris. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Make sure you go to bed alone tomorrow night. Your nurse must not be with you. When you are in bed, drink this. A cold, sleepy feeling will run through your body. You will seem quite dead and you will stay like that for 42 hours. When Paris comes for you, they will think you are dead. They will put you in your family's tomb. I will send a letter to Romeo. He and I will be there when you wake up quite easily at the end of 42 hours and then he will take you away to Mantua. Are you brave enough to do it? You won't be prevented by doing it by fear. तो उसने फैन ने क्या समझाया उसको पादरी ने कि तुम अभी घर जाओ और कुछ उसको ड्रिंक पीने के लिए दी, तुम इसको पी के और रात में लेट जाना 42 घंटे के लिए 42 आवर्स के लिए तुम ऐसे हो जाओगी जैसे डेड. ठीक है, तो प्लानिंग के मुताबिक आफ्टर 42 आवर्स मैं रोमियो को लेके वहां पे पहुंच जाऊंगा. ठीक है, और तुम्हारी शादी करा दूंगा. नाउ जूलियट, गिव मी द ड्रिंक एंड डोंट स्पीक ऑफ फियर. फ्रायर, आई विल सेंड फ्रायर जॉन टू रोमियो एट वंस. So Juliet went home the next night. She drank Friar Lawrence's mixture and fell back on her bed. Great preparations were being made for the marriage. On the Thursday morning, Juliet's nurse came to work here. She called her name. She spoke to her. At last, she shook her. Nurse, lady, oh, have help, my lady's dead. Her cries brought Juliet's parents running in. Paris was with them. The friar was sent for and he tried to comfort them. Friar Lawrence, she was so lovely that you had to share her with heaven. You couldn't keep your share in her womb from death. Now heaven has all of her. She's above the clouds in heaven itself. You must not weep while she is there. Dry your tears and take her to the tomb. Capulet. These flowers which were meant for her marriage will now be used for her burial. So Juliet was taken to the tomb of the Capulets. Romeo. Okay, so Romeo, far away in Mantua, saw his man Balthazar coming towards him. Romeo, how is my love? Is she well? Balthazar, her body sleeps in the tomb of the Capulet. She herself is alive in heaven now. Romeo, is there no letter for me from the friar? Balthazar, no. Romeo, get courses for me. I must leave here tonight. Balthazar was afraid of what his master was going to do. Romeo's only wish now was to kill himself beside Juliet in her tomb. So he went to a very poor chemist. The chemist sold things to cure illness, but he was so poor that for gold he dared to sell other mixtures. Romeo knew that for gold he would give him a poison that would end his life. Romeo, buy food with my gold. He took what the chemist gave him. Friar John came to Friar Lawrence. Friar Lawrence, welcome. What does Romeo say? Friar John looked very unhappy. Friar John, I couldn't go to Mantua. I went to a house in Verona to find a friar to go with me. While I was there, two officers came and fastened all the doors and windows. They thought there were a dangerous illness in the house. So they wouldn't let anyone in or out, and they wouldn't even touch your letter. Here it is. Friar Lawrence. This is terrible. Go quickly, bring an iron bar. Thinking in 3 hours, Juliet will wake up. I will write again to Mantua. But I must open the tomb and hide her in my cell till Romeo comes. Paris too was making his way to Juliet's tomb. He had come to put flowers on it. He heard Romeo near the tomb, but he did not know who it was. Romeo gave Balthazar, his servant, a letter for his father. He took from Balthazar the lamp that he had been carrying and things for breaking open the tomb, but he did not know who it was. Further thinking, I will hide myself near there. It looks strange and I don't know what he intends to do. Romeo broke open the tomb. Paris heard the noise of the opening. Paris, it's Romeo. He has come to do something evil to the dead body. Is Romeo, I have caught you. You must die. Romeo, I must die. That's why I came here. I came here to kill myself. I don't want to hurt you, boy. Go away and say, madman in his mercy told you to go. But Paris made Romeo fight him. Paris' servant heard all this and then to call the officers who were on watch the night. Romeo did not know who was attacking him, but he defended himself strongly. After the time, the sword reached the unknown attacker. Paris, oh, I'm dying. Open the tomb, lay me with Juliet. Now Romeo could see who he had killed. He laid Paris in the tomb beside Juliet. Romeo, dear Juliet, why are you still so beautiful? Does that keep you here to be his lover? Let me have a last look at you. Let my arms hold you for the last time. Here's to my love. And he drank the poison that the chemist had given him. Friar Lawrence came running over the rough ground. He saw a light in the tomb and he saw Balthazar. Balthazar, Romeo, my master, has been in the tomb at least half an hour. Full of fear, the friar went alone in the tomb. He saw the dead bodies of Romeo and Paris, and just then Juliet awoke. Juliet, where is my Romeo? Friar Lawrence, lady, come out of this place of death. A greater power than ours has ruined all our plans. Come away. Your husband lies dead, and Paris is dead. There's nothing we can do here. I will take you to a safe place. Juliet, go get away from here, for I won't go. The fan hurried away to get help. She looked at Romeo. Juliet, what's this? A cup in my true love's hand. Poison. Oh, Romeo, you have drunk it all and left no friendly drop for me. I will kiss your lips. Perhaps some poison remains on them. She kissed him. But the watchman had come. Juliet had no more time. She seized Romeo's dagger and drove it into her heart. Very soon everyone had gathered. The weeping friar had been caught as he was leaving the burial ground. Prince Escalus came. Prince Escalus, what has happened? Why have I been called from my bed? Lady Gabrielle, the people in the street are crying. Romeo, and some cry Juliet, and some cry Paris. So they are all shouting and running towards the tomb. Watchman, Count Paris has been killed and Romeo is dead and Juliet has killed herself. Watchman 2. Here is the friar and here is Romeo's servant Balthazar. Montague, Prince, my wife died during the night. Sorrow at my son's banishment killed her. The prince turned to the friar. Prince Escalus, tell me, friar, what do you know about this? The friar in few words told the whole unhappy story. Triumphed. If any of these things are my fault, let my punishment be death. Prince Escalus, we have always known that you are a good man. Where is Romeo's man? What can he say? So Balthazar added the things that he knew. Paris' servant also told his story. So Prince Escalus, Capulet, Montague, now you see what has happened because your families hated each other. And because of it, I have lost 2 of my family. Capulet, to Montague, my daughter's marriage with Romeo, your son had joined our families at last. Oh, brother Montague, give me your hand. Prince Escalus, and so this dark and cloudy morning brings sad peace. अब रोमियो और जूलियट के जो फादर थे, उनके मरने के बाद दोनों ने हाथ मिलाया, तो अब क्या फायदा? अब तो वो दोनों मर चुके थे. Okay, so dear students, the chapter is in here. I hope you all are very well understand full chapter. So we will meet you in the next class. Thank you everyone.